Let's go. Let's go. What's up, people? How's it going? How's it going? We are up in the building. I just hit the live button. I ain't even wait. I didn't wait for no one. We're starting at the start. Now, hold on. We're starting at the start. Yeah, I'm up in here. I just wanted to kind of no lead up. Let's just see how long it takes for people to catch on that I'm live. You know what I'm saying? We'll see if it works. Shout out Big Steve. Big Steve already up in here first. See, I gotta see who's real sometime. You know, every now and then we gotta see who's real. Pond puppies. Okay, that's like within a few seconds. Okay, Fathom. Let's go. Okay, I'm getting a good idea of who's on top of things. Fathom said, "Yo, why am I getting notifications? This nerd alive. Keep it real. Come on, man. I know I'm your favorite fish nerd. Let's be real. Come on. I know you guys try and pretend, but fish nerd is kind of like a cursed term. That's like the yo, I'm about to take advantage of how much you like fish term. Yeah, guys, it's your favorite fish nerd here. Now, why don't you open up that wallet? Big Steve said, I thought YouTube was lying. What do you mean? Of course. What's up, Jacob? Said, hey, yo, what's up, Jacob? Big Jacob in the building. You already know what it is. Yo, I'm back. I had a good weekend. It was my birthday yesterday. So I had a good little weekend. Had a fun time. But, yeah, you know, I ain't been around. It's all good. You know, here I am. They say absence makes the heart grow fonder. I feel like that's true. Every time I'm not here for a long time, you guys come back. Fab said, shout out to that shirt. Straight from Hawaii. My mom brought it back from Hawaii for me. Authentic Hawaiian shirt with fish on it. You know what I'm saying? And Steve said that I was calling his bluff, and lo and behold, there he is. Come on. Let's talk about it. Yo, should we do an auction review? Oh my god. Oh my god, we could do an auction review. Let me add that to the title. I just realized it's been a minute since we've done that. I think we can do that. Because the ACM auction was today, right? God, excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, we can do a good auction review. Steve, were you at that? We had a good day? So, I guess let me make sure I'm all caught up to what's going on with myself. So yeah, went on my little trip. Now I'm back. It was my birthday. Fish seem mostly all right. Not too many disasters. Steve said I better get some right. Okay, no guessing, Steve, if you were at the auction. That's kind of cheating. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of cheating. But if you have to use any advantage you have, I guess. You know, I guess. Anything interesting been going on? What you guys been watching? What you guys been looking at? I do like to generally catch up. See what you guys been up to. Let me check the shutter speed on my camera real quick. Yeah, any good videos or things going on recently? Fat said, happy birthday, bro. The big 1-7, almost old enough to vote. That's right, I just turned old enough to vote. Well, I'm 18. I just was 16 2 years ago. Now I'm 18, I can vote this time. You know, coming up. I've had a lot of people recently think that I'm around that age. Apparently I just look way younger than I am. I guess I'll enjoy it while I can. Everyone has their day. I'll look old sooner than later. I'll look old sooner or later. The only bad thing about looking so young is people do take you a lot less seriously based on your appearance. It's so true. You hear that a lot with like certain groups of people. They'll be like, oh, because of my appearance, people treat me this way. Well, I'll tell you, when you look super young and you're in professional environments, people treat you like you're a child sometimes. It's kind of irritating, but I'd be having to open up conversations like, and by the way, I'm not in school. Like, They ask me, so what you doing for summer break? Well, Fallon said he's 15. No, not 15. No, not 15. I might have to pick some eggs today. I don't know. I don't know. Things going on. But yeah, just gonna hang out. I got some stuff prepared for the week, so that's what I was working on earlier. I figured catch up this stream, do an auction review, give little updates. I'll be in the Discord, VC, for the duration, and we'll kind of just chill and hang out. I got at least 2 hours for tonight, and then I gotta get to packing up some stuff to ship tomorrow, because just with the work schedule and some weather stuff, I didn't make all my packages last week, so I got some I got some catching up to do. So if I owe you a package and you happen to see this, although most people I owe packages I don't think watch my live streams. If you happen to see us owe you packages, no, I'm doing my best to get them all out tomorrow. So after the stream, I'll be packing, and then I'll try and have someone take it to the post office tomorrow for me, because I'll be at work. What's up? The Fish Fam link is there in the chat. Hey there, Fish Fam. Guys, we got to get together. I'm talking, if you're in my local area, we got to get together and revive one of these events, like the Big Fish deal. I don't know, something like that. Because I don't know if the Keystone Clash is coming back. I feel like it's not. It's going to be up to some of the newer generation. It's going to be up to some people to get it together and get either that event or another event going. So, I think the Cyclic Club of York, I heard that they're dissolving. That's like one of the clubs that was doing the Clash. I think they're out of here. So for those that remain, we got to pick up the slack, man. Steve said, I'm curious, were PLLs cross line with Fishbone Galaxy? Fishbone is crystal, right? Crystals would contaminate the pure red lines. I think yes, I believe so. Let's see. You're asking, can Crystal Shrimp go with the fish bones? Fine Puppy says, happy belated birthday. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those cross, Big Steve. I'm pretty sure. But someone who does Caradina stuff, chime in. But I think that's the case. That the fish bones will cross with the crystals, I think. Now we got a price update to do real quick, and a stocking update. Big Steve said a lot of CCY was at ACM. Well, I hope that they had a good time. ACM, it seems like it was a good meeting today. Eric Bodrock there and all that kind of stuff. JP Jeffries in the chat. JP, you're so late. You be complaining the most, and yet you're behind everyone else was here at stream on time. Where are you at? It's always the ones that you think will be there for you. Now, we got to talk about these mini gourami. Okay. You remember Wet Spot had the brand new tiny gourami with questionable amounts of colors. Kind of hard to tell how much color they really had. JP said no notification. You should just have you should have every notification. You should have like a custom script. I don't know. It's kind of sounded like an excuse to me, huh? I don't know. Steve said it was a surprisingly large turnout for the middle of the summer. I would expect a good turnout for Eric Bodrock. I didn't look at the auction, but I assume the auction must have been decent just based on who I would expect would go to such a thing. But we got to talk about this price update real quick, because I have a question. So we go to Wet Spot, and remember I said those new gourami, I said my take was I want to be one of the first people to run to go buy them, because I think the price is going to come down pretty fast. I think within a week of them being posted, they were put on the sales list with some other fish. So the Micro Freminis SP Vietnam, the tiny gourami, they went from $50, $49.99, to $40. So $10 off. Ooh, big sale. And they originally posted with 100 in stock. I think the last time I checked when they were at 50 something, they're at like 73 in stock. They're down to 63 in stock. Lisa Wolf said, whose birthday is it? It was my birthday yesterday, but it's no longer my birthday. People are catching up. Captain says, hardest working fish man is live. I like that. Hardest working fish man. What's up, Fish Capades? What's up, Mick? So I want you guys to tell me, how low is Wet Spot gonna have to drop it for you guys to bust down on these gouramis? Pause. All right, I need Wet Spot to drop it low to the flow, because $40 is too much. Still, I think 20 is probably around the highest I'd go for these. But I did kind of think they would sell more than this. There's 63 in stock. They had 100 in stock. So since they came out, they've only sold, let's do the math here. No, I'm joking. Okay, they've sold like 37, right? I guess that's all right, but it's not fantastic. Mick said those gouramis cost $100 each over here. Now, fuck no. Lisa's happy birthday. Thank you very much, Lisa. Captain said happy 14th birthday in my days. God damn it. My plan is to be 21. Eventually, I'm going to start my career as like a parody fish song artist. You know, and then in showbiz, you got to be as young as possible. So I'm going to say I'm 21. I'm always going to say I'm 21 all the time. And I think I can pull it off. Because even when I go places with my younger siblings, they usually think that my younger siblings are older than me. You know, I'm sorry. I've just been aging nicely. I don't know what to say. I'll look old eventually. What's up, Jeremy? How's it going? Big Steve said extra small for $50, now $40. So like, you guys tell me, how much is the price gonna have to drop for you to bust it down freaky style on these gourami on Wet Spot's website? It's currently at $40. To start at $50. I'm saying 20 is the highest that I pay. 20. JP said your music videos are dope. I appreciate that. Parna said, what we talking about? We kind of talk about whatever you want today. We can get into this auction review at any point in time. I'm also going to be in the VC and the Discord if anyone wants to pop in and introduce the topic. It's kind of loose. It's kind of loose today. But right now we're talking about what is the price that these gourami had to drop to before you bust it down. Steve said we're talking about Benjamin Button over here. Whatever, man. Mick said from Aquarium Gloucester delivered to here in Stockholm is $100 each. Damn. Kat says you'll look young forever because my tank never goes outside. That's true. I don't go outside that often, so it does help. But when I do go outside, you got to put on the sunblock. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put on the sunblock. Partner said, well, I have some nice news. There's a store here selling legalized Brazilian killifish. I talk about killifish like it's weed or something. We got medical grade killifish. I got my killifish medical card. I may be getting a pair of Hypsolibius if they ship to my state. That's pretty cool. The people need to honor the birth of this magical maven over here. Magical maven, oh my goodness. The only maven I know is moneyless maven. Could be magical. But no, I did turn 29 yesterday. I did. But things are, you know, it's been a difficult last few years for sure. I feel like I've had a lot of setbacks. I'm a little bit behind where I'd like to be, but some turn of events recently, I think we're headed in the right direction. So I had a really great day yesterday. You guys want to see pictures from my whole thing? Brazilian killifish are generally like drugs. People go to prison over them here. Actual jail. That's pretty insane. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty insane. But yeah, I turned 21 actually. That's right, Captain. Captain said congratulations on turning 21. Yeah. But no, I did my little temporary job thing recently. But in the process of that, you know, I've been trying to do a career change. And I have a pretty good shot at this full-time position that I think seems pretty promising to complete my transition. So we'll see if that goes through, but I'm feeling positive about it so far. There's a few people I talked to that are involved in the hiring, and they said that I'm the favorite right now. So we'll see how long that lasts. But that's what I got going on. JP said you ate some dead crabs. I did. I did have some crabs. What I like to do for my birthday is I like to have a crab feast. That's just me. I am from Maryland. Lisa said, I celebrated the 20th anniversary of my 29th birthday this February. Oh, congratulations. Happy belated birthday. Parn said there's a whole thing in the USA where officers were doing some legit SWAT raids, getting people who owned them. Yeah, I've met some of the people associated with that happening. There's a lot of people in my area that are very scared of getting raided over killifish. For sure. Oh, I have some big news, by the way. I have some big news. I thought I was going to kill my Ember Bee isopods. I posted this in the Discord, but, not everyone checks the Discord. Which, if you're ever complaining about me not being live, you gotta check the Discord. Cause I'd be in the people who complain about me be lying. Don't I be in the Discord even if I'm not live? I'm always checking in there. But my Ember Bee isopods, I thought I was gonna kill them. I went in and I saw these tiny little guys, and I thought like I had my culture infected by some kind of contaminant. Cause look, they're like gray. They don't got a lot of color on them. And if you look over here, like in the corner, this is one of the adults. And you can see that they're very colorful. They're Ember Bees. Anyways, I contacted the person who gave me the Ember Bees. And she said, congratulations. Apparently I got baby Ember Bees. So I'm pretty excited about that. I thought for sure I was going to fumble this one. But that was a welcome breeding surprise. Now, you guys still owe me. I need to see at least like 5 answers in the chat. How much are you willing to pay for this brand new mini gourami species? I said 20. I need some numbers in the chat. Let's go. Captain said he do be lurking in the Discord. What do you mean kinda, JP? Pond Puppy said, I know a guy that did 3 years in prison for illegally selling turtles. Oh my gosh. Jeremy said, pinch your cheeks like your granny. We're going to fight. Lisa said, I don't know that's anything that's happening. I'm completely slipped away in World Cup fever. Fair enough. Parna said, Hypselebius and Tenori. I'll be paying $200 for the pair. Jesus. Oh yeah, this is a pretty one. $200 is still crazy, but I do like the red on the anal fin against the lighter top in some of these photos. That's pretty cool fish. All right, we got. I see 2 answers. Okay, we got 3 answers. 2 more answers of how much you pay. JP says $42 for the mini. Wait, that's $2 more than what they have for now. Big Steve says 15 to 20. All right, I'm with Big Steve. Jeremy says $199 each. Okay, but you wouldn't be able to pay for a pair of these. They're unsexed, so you probably had to buy at least 4. So that'd be $200 almost. Lisa said JP's spending money on his turtle food. Oh my gosh. JP got the infinite turtle food glitch. He just feeds them the rainbow fish. What's the problem? Palm Puppy says $15 each. Okay, give me one more answer. How much would you spend on these? Parna said, depends on their demand. I think if they're in good demand, it's worth it to get them to breed and resell. Okay, well, since they came out when we initially did the other stream about them, which was how long ago? It was it was 2 weeks ago. About 2 weeks, just to be exact. It was June 26th. They had 100, now they're down to 63. So you tell me if that demand is high enough for you. Mick said nice on the killifish. Steve said that's what I was thinking, 5 for 100. 5 for $10, that'd be nice. That would definitely be nice. I don't know that we're getting that. By the way, shout out to Jesse. The shrimp on the screen are his ocean blues. I bought some ocean blues from him. He might have. I think he originally got them from Garden Eater. I'm pretty sure that's the case. But they've been breeding really nicely. There's only been one or two I've taken out. One of my red colonies, I need to cull badly. Like, I really need to cull. But these blues, this first gen has been nice. As you can see, they're all solid blue. The legs are pretty blue. I mean, I've been rocking and rolling with these guys. But I do kind of have a call to action for you. So we're going to see. We got some prices. That was the warm up. So there is something I have to ask a favor of you guys real quick. And it's actually relevant to what I just brought up with Jesse. Give me one moment. Gotta get my linksy. So, I don't know if you guys are aware, but there are a lot of things going on with the data centers these days, right? And unfortunately, this is coming down to one of our friends, which happens to be actually Jesse from Just One More Fish. They're trying to build a data center near his farm, near his home. He's got horses, he's got quail, goats. Oh my God, he's got all sorts of. I think he just got some emu. And not only do the data centers have all the things people think about, like the water usage and stuff, but they also make a lot of noise that happens to disturb animals quite a bit. So if you would do me a favor, I gotta make a bit.ly because this link is too long. But there's a petition against this data center being built near a friend. So I'm going to post that link in the chat. And if you could just, send a petition through, perhaps share it with some people, get some fish fam on it. I think it already has 3,000 something signatures, but I think it would, be nice if we supported our friend. I know Jesse works really hard on providing for his family, providing for all the animals he takes care of, and I don't think a data center being nearby him would help that very much. So just thought I meant to mention it sooner, but just as a favor to me, if you have a moment, just take a look at that, consider signing the petition and perhaps sharing it around. So I'm gonna leave that pinned for now. Parna said lots of noises and horses don't go well together. Yep. Mix I've only kept Magnificus and Pictoratus. Okay. Jeremy said I'm going to that fish place tomorrow. Let me know how it goes. Let me know how it is. Oh, Parna's looking for tips on care and breeding for the killifish, if anyone has any. I haven't kept a Brazilian annual. Lisa the Wolf said the data center is so loud, constant loudness. I couldn't exist if one was near my home. Oh shit. Parna said, by the way, I got a tip that Heroldi start breeding whenever Sturbi start breeding. So be on the lookout. May not be as reliable with high FCB ones though. Okay. Well, I've been thinking for the Heroldi, eventually putting them in a 20. And if I did that, then maybe I could put them with the Sturbi. Because my Sturbi do spawn quite frequently. That's actually a big tip. Thank you for that. I'll try that. See, this is why we hang out in the stream, man. Look at this coming through. Come on. Look at the pro tips. Parts that I have mine in the 7G LMAO. I have them in a 10, but if I was going to put the Sturbi and them together, the take the Sturbi in I don't think would work for them. Well, no, it would work for them, but now that gives me something to think about. Maybe it would be good, actually. I don't know. Salt to prevent velvet. Is this for the killifish? Oh, yeah, Mick said I'd add salt when getting them, then change water every week. But they need food at least 2 times a day. Males are aggressive. Be sure to feed the females. All right, that makes sense. But yeah, Lisa said, constant loudness. I couldn't exist to one when near my home. So yeah, if you want to just show some support for our friend, you never know how much of a difference it makes. But at the very least, I'm sure Jesse would appreciate seeing us do what we can do. And Captain Critter said she already signed the petition, so appreciate that. Okay. So it looks like around $20, $15-$20 is the main thing. Mick said he'd pay $50 for these Garami, but Mick also said they cost $100 where he's at already, so that'd be half off. So I appreciate the fact that that would be a deal for Mick. I will say one thing that's nice is the Black Arrow Tetras. Then pick these Louise. The price seems to be going down. They're selling them for $20 each right now on the wet spot. Saw some weird hill streams. Giant Szechuan hill stream loach, single gastramizon Szechuanensis, $60 each. Huh. Handshoe lizard hill stream, Metahomaloptera amiensis. The fudge? Yeah, this is this guy I've been working with, and he keeps saying, "What, the biscuit?" I try not to laugh every time. He's not even joking around. You just be saying it. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, man. What, the biscuit? This is something different. Okay. It's a loach. The only loach I'm interested right now, and I'm consider if anyone nearby wants to do a wet spot group buy with me, I'm considering Swillia analis. I don't know, man. There's something about them. The Lineatus has been cool. Let me see a better picture of this. This Swillia. Swillia analis. Analis? How would you say this? Is there like a planet catfish equivalent for loaches? Besides that like giant ass Google spreadsheet. Let's see. About breeding, how difficult is it? I only kept garden right. I'd like to have some experience to note those before Brazilian, but if I miss the opportunity, I'll probably never get it again. Next time, I'm happy to see my Dari females doing well in the 10G planted after a week. I bet there's some young males. But I bet some are young males. Look, that would be nice if you have both. So, I'm not sure. I haven't done the Brazilian annuals. I have met one person that I think has some Brazilian annuals. I didn't ask about the legality, but I did see them. And I will say, it seemed similar to how you breed other annuals, to where, you know, you got the eggs and they spawn them in the substrate or whatnot. You collect them, dry them out, and pour water on them. Parna said apparently there's some legal loopholes. I'm not surprised. Bob said I'm waiting for my pea puffers to grow up so they can breed. That's exciting. Get some pea puffers up in there. I did find so I didn't look for isopods because I was just trying to relax. You know, I don't want to get all too deep in looking for stuff. But I did happen to go down the river in a tube situation, and there were fish. I was seeing all sorts of fish underneath me. Like, there's something that looked like darters everywhere. There's some kind of cyclades, all, but it was cool. It was just like, oh shit, I'm like noticing fish. I kind of have a guess of what they could possibly be. Like, this is a new experience for me. You know? I also saw crayfish. I saw some crayfish. And I've talked about how I want to build... Oh, geez, sorry about that. I don't know what that was. I've talked about how I wanted to... What was I saying? Yeah, I don't know what made that noise. That was kind of wild. Parna said those Prerados are looking super nice and fat. Thank you very much. Palm Puppy says Loaches Online is similar to Planet Catfish. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just slaughtered some people's ears. I muted everything, so that should not happen again. Yo, what's up, couple fish? Bob Bravo said this is Bob's soul. I just died. Couple fish said I got those. Yo, man, I really want to get these. I wanna breed these, so I can have two Swellia. What do you think? Have they been worth it? Do they look cooler? Do they look different? I need some better photos and videos of them, because there's not that many good ones. Partner said my TV sound thing is in front of the corridor tank, so you probably just killed all the... Come on, man. Don't say that. That is so mean. That is so mean. Goldfish said they're cute, man. Come on, bro. Don't be so mean to me. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yo, pray for Bob. Bob got wrecked, apparently. Wait, guys, I think I left my drink upstairs. I left my coffee upstairs. Give me 1 second. I'm back. Okay. Couple said I got a good mix of small and large ones. The large ones are easy to sex with the butt flaps. So nice. Well, if anyone wants to do a wet spot group buy with me anytime soon, I'm considering giving myself a birthday treat. I just have 1 or 2 tanks to clear out. I've still been making space. I'm breaking down some of the 20 longs. They didn't have that much in them. I'm probably going to still decrease in gallonage, but I might put up more tins so I can separate my projects a bit better. I've started getting eggs from the glow light Danios, so that's good. I got some of the red laser rainbows. I think I got enough to bat. I'm working on a few things. I need to get up with Fathom. I want to order some of his brine shrimp hatchery holder things he's been making. Parna said, what have you been feeding your Parados and how many do you have? Mine have started being braver, but the big females I still almost never see. So let me move the screen so you can see a little bit better. But I'm not gonna lie, I haven't done the best feeding them in the sense that I should be putting more effort into doing like specialized foods perhaps. But there's a few different things I found they eat reliably. One is there's these pellets that they seem to come out for, which I put in right before the stream. Excuse me. Alright, I'm trying to find them. Where'd I put those at? Where'd I put them? Oh my gosh. I'm so lost. I'm so lost. There. So there's a couple pellets I've been putting in. And a couple sticks. So like I got Ken's Fish's intense spirulina sticks. Then he has these other krill pellets that are like pretty high in fat and stuff I put in there. Green shrimp. That's a really nice green. It's supposed to be a blue bolt. I guess it kind of look green. So I don't have all the pellets within arm's length of me. I don't. But basically, there's a few pellets I've been eating. If I put in certain kinds of worms, every now and then they'll eat some of them. When I do some powdered foods, every now and then they'll eat some of them. Sometimes I'll do some Bacter AE, like do some biofilm stuff. But these krill pellets, they seem to really come out for pretty reliably. Also, if I crunch some snails, they seem to rasp on those pretty reliably too. So, I actually haven't tried feeding them baby brine shrimp yet. But I definitely got some bigger Parados. So I feel like I'm hoping they'll be in spawning condition soon enough. I think what I want to do is put an internal filter in there, maybe a smaller one if anyone has a favorite smaller internal filter just to add some flow, because I know some of the autos, they breed when like the river or whatever flows over and it gives them access to like the other wetlands around them or whatnot. We read some paper. I know some of them breed like that, but there comes some increased flow in those times every now and then. So I was thinking about maybe doing some kind of internal filter thing to add some flow in there, because right now I just have one of those jet lifter sponge filters. What's up, 186? 186 said just passing through, showing some support. Appreciate it. Hey, if you want to show some support, check out the link I have pinned. It's a petition to stop a data center that's being built near Just One More Fish. So there you go. Partner said they're more likely to spawn from around November to April. Okay. What temperature you think? But it seems like you are approving of the condition they're in, which is nice, because I know with a lot of these kinds of fish, getting them fed properly always seems to be a concern. Although compared to the Robocops, the Nanotopoma or whatever, some of the other autos, these guys seem pretty food motivated, at least in my experience. So there's a couple foods I put in there and they'll reliably come out. Partner said it's great seeing their bellies. I'm always worried mine are too thin. Yep. It's definitely a concern. Okay, the shrimp looks a little bit more blue now. When it just came through for a second. What's up, Diana? Diana said hi, fishy friends. Hi, fishy friends. Hello, fishy friends. How's it going? What do you guys think? Well, we ready for some auction review? Or what? Partner said I've been feeding mine BBS, but it ended up in a big hydro problem. LMAO. Dude, that's the one thing about feeding lots of baby brine they don't really talk about that much. It creates hydra like nothing else. It's actually ridiculous. Now, luckily they're easy enough to treat with different things if you want to go that route, but it is definitely a consideration. Definitely a consideration. My next big task is just setting up breeding projects. So just 10 gallons with mops in them, collection trays. And I've learned my lesson of fish I can do certain ways and fish I really need a not totally bare tank, but like pretty empty tank if I want to actually breed them efficiently. Partners, I also have a status in that tank if they're enjoying it. I'm currently feeding them these pellets called Jamiho by Poetara. Okay. What's the ingredients of those guys? By the way, I'm in the am I? Yeah, I'm in the live on YouTube, VC, and Discord. If anyone wants to pop in, if anyone wants to show us their rare fish. Big Steve said, I don't know if it's my imagination or not, but since I started scrubbing my hatchers daily, hydra infestations are way down. Scrubbing your brine shrimp hatchers daily? Huh. Interesting. Partner says he has like 14 years of experience in autos and super knowledgeable. Oh, that sounds promising. Gotta love that. I still want that green one. You know, the green. It's like, it looks like a Heraldite type thing, but it's green. I can't remember what it's called. But it's one of those situations. Let me look up aquarium fish on YouTube real quick. See what's up this week. Hisonatus iota. Yes. Bro, I need some of these. Come on. This would be a crazy fish. I'd pay $50 for this fish. As long as it's not, like, gonna drop dead super easily. The Galaxy Autos, I think I've lost one since I've had them. Just initially. The other ones have been totally fine. Captain said, I've never had a Hydra outbreak. That's nice. Partner said they're 90 each here. Can you at least buy them? Because I can't even buy them. But I'd pay 50 for that fish. Wait, I didn't even put it on the screen, did I? This one. Yep. Green Auto. Steve said, I would too, even though the Heraldai won't do shit. I think the Heraldai will eventually. I think it's a combo of, yeah, Trigger being right and then them just being the right age. Because I think they live a while, so it could be they take a bit to get sexually mature. You know? You know what I'm saying? This fish tank is powered by green onions. Alright. I'm gonna ask you guys, okay? This is what I'll do real quick. Because I'm gearing up. I want to do another thumbnail review stream. So please be sending some thumbnails in the Discord, the live stream discussion channel, or wherever. But I want to do more thumbnails. Diana says, is that a natural green auto? Yes, this is. This one, I don't know if it's ever come to the States or not. It's for sale in some other countries. It pops up in some of those sites, but I don't know if it's made it to the U.S. recently. But yeah, green auto. Zebra said, these snails will eat Hydra, Ramshorn Pond, and Spixie. Yeah, I've had a lot of Ramshorns. They had when the outbreak happens, they haven't seemed to control it, but it's a multifactorial thing, I'm sure. But I just want to see. I'm going to ask you, would you click on this video? Okay, so first video we have. Here's the thumbnail. The thumbnail says 1,000+ tanks. And the title is Unbelievable China Fish Store. From Aqua Affinity 5 days ago. Would you click on this? Yes or no? That's what I want to hear from you in the chat. Would you click on this video? If I was on stream like I am now, I might click on this. I'm not gonna lie. I might. JP said, yep, you would click on it. Green autos equals thumbs up. 186. Mick said, yep, you click on this. Unbelievable China Fish Store tour. Okay. Brian says, there's a guy on Insta that shows the Hisonatus in their natural habitat. His name is Uruguay Cascudos or something. All right, I'll look that up while I hear back from you guys real quick. Uruguay Cascades. Let me see. Really? It's not popped up yet, but okay. Mick and JP said they watched this video, but you guys kind of watch every single video. Diana said, nope, none of those stupid snails helped during my Hydra outbreak. Just swerved around the nasty things. Yeah, that's been my experience with the snails so far. 186 said yes, they click on the video also. Is there anyone that wouldn't click on this video? Anyone that wouldn't click on it? So far, you guys are like, I don't watch anything. I'm watching this stream, aren't I? I'm watching this stream, aren't I? You think I'm not gonna watch an actual video? All right, let's see. How about this? This one down here. Papa said, I never heard that channel, but I'd probably click. All right, how about this? Would you click on this? It's from Fish for Thought. The man with the paid Discord. And he said, this fish tank is powered by green onions. And we got chili rasbora, bamboo shrimp, and some green onions hanging out the back. JPC said seen them both already. Here's one. The speaker today made the comment that color of a fry box matters. He was talking about white 3D printed like Lowell's, I guess, but the white kills eggs? Interesting. I wonder, did he say why he thinks the white kills eggs? If I had to guess, I think white probably reflects a lot of light. And light can aid in the growing of some of the molds and stuff on the eggs. So that's what I would guess. Captain Career said, insert some why is it so spicy memes. But yeah, the bright white trays, I think, are not my favorite color wise. But I would guess it's a light thing. I've never heard specifically the color white, Big Steve, but I have heard about light hurting eggs. So my guess on the white color would be it reflects a lot of white would reflect a lot of light, right? Back into the eggs. You see, black, that it'll absorb that light, you know. White is gonna bounce the light right back up into the eggs. So I could see that being stressful. It would basically be like setting them on not a magnifying glass, but when the light hits white, it bounces right back up into the eggs. Probably said send his profile on Discord. All right, let me see. Okay. So we got the hookup on Discord. People talking about they watched this video. Diana said don't like onions. I skipped that video. Vic said wouldn't watch the onion one. Pop Puppy said I hate onions. 186 said I hate green onions, but I would click on it. So a lot of people hate the onions. That's why they wouldn't click on it. But like I'm just surprised as many people hate the green onions, and that's like. So he said this is one of the fish in their natural habitat. Hyacinata iota xanthic, although it doesn't look green in this picture. I wonder if he has any other posts. Ah! Look at that. Oh, man. Now, the one thing I noticed about the... Wow, look at that. That's incredible looking. Yeah, we need this fish. Yo. Parna, let's go. How do we fund your collecting trip? Let's get them sent over here, buddy. Look how green they are. They really could blend into some plants nicely. It doesn't ship to my state? Oh my gosh, bro. Yeah, that's really cool. Nick said some killie breeder says light for eggs matters, should be dark. That's what I'm saying. I hear about eggs needing dark. It makes sense. A lot of eggs, they're laid in caves. They're laid in dirt. They're falling into cracks and rocks. I mean, not a lot of them are out in the open. And like I'm saying, the color white, like in film and stuff, you know they have reflectors to bounce light. For some where you just need a softer bounce, people will just use a big white poster board because it reflects so much light. You can actually shine a light at it and diffuse it with a big white poster board. And the light bounces on the board, and you point that at your subject, and that actually lights up their face kind of nice. So the color white does reflect a lot of light. And if eggs are already light sensitive, you're like doubling the amount of light they're being exposed to from the top and the bottom. So to me, it makes sense that it would stress out the eggs. I mean, if you just think about, should I shine a bright light on an egg? I mean, the answer is probably no. A lot of people keep the trays at the top of tanks too, which are usually right under a light. All right, so you click on the green onion thing. Okay, I hear you. So let me test some of this a bit more. Okay. Would you click on this? Finally, I bought a 4 beautiful silver arowana shopping vlog new aquarium shop. And this thumbnail is just going insane. A couple fish said not clicking on the onion video. Also, come on, bro. The AI in this, we gotta save this thumbnail for the thumbnail review, bro. The AI, it says 4 beautiful silver arowana, and it's pointing to a bag. Can you guys count the amount of fish in this bag for me real quick? It clearly says a red arrow pointing to the bag of fish saying 4 beautiful silver arowana. There's 5 fish in the bag. Come on. Come on. Oh, this is too funny. This is too funny. Shout out to Keevil Kadam Vlogs. Man. Vic said, who's clicking on the 5-4 fish? I see Parter said LMAO 5 fish and send another auto profile to catch it out. Check it out. Ink G said SMH and Parter said the discus having conjoined tails. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is some interesting stuff. That actually reminds me, you have to give me your professional opinions. I went to a Tai Chi bubble tea place today. Okay. And there was, JP said, Co-op's new video with Randy at Knoxville Conservation Fisheries is fire. That's good to hear. A lot of people have been doing videos over there. I've seen clips from them. I haven't watched any of them yet. So I'm going to need your opinions. I did post this in the Discord somewhere as well. But there was a fish tank in this bubble tea place. And I want to know what you guys think of the stocking of it. I got a photo and I'll show you a video as well. But let's just do the photo first real quick. I'll let it take up the screen. Am I using live chat? I think I am. Diana said I might just watch it to see what else they screw up. Okay, that might work. And also, Parner was saying Parado on the right looks like a male, one on the left is a female. Nice. All right, you tell me about this stocking. So for those listening, it looks like we got, and I don't know, we got some big clown loaches. We got some Severums, I believe, right? We got a red arowana. Is that a red Asian arowana, or is that just arowana that's red? I thought the red ones were illegal. And we got some angelfish. I don't know, are those Altums or are those just wild type Scalar? Okay, so let me show you the video real quick. Now, I will say all the fish, my thing is, and we should get into the betta fish subreddit is like changing the way they operate because they've realized they become so toxic. And one of those things is, you know, when people have stuff in too small tanks, just responding in a way that isn't going to help them improve. So I will say there's usually something to be desired when it comes to space. The fish at least look to be healthy. I'll say that, you know. I'll give them credit for that. I don't keep any of these fish though, so I'll leave it to those that do to give their opinions. But here is a video of the fish tank, just in case you need some more info to make up your mind. In 3, 2, 1, and loading up on the screen. Here you go. So you can see we got the arowana in there. We got some angelfish. There looks to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 8, maybe 10 angelfish. Maybe like 6 clown loaches. Let me show you. I got a closer up video of some of the fish. 1 second. There we go. And then we got some angels. The Severums in there. But I felt like all the fish looked pretty decent condition-wise. Mick said Harrows are easy to keep. IMO. Parna said that's cool. Harrows. Harrows fasciatus. Okay. Looks like there'd be no longevity. Eventually murder each other probably. I don't know. They might have been in there for a while. I think Captain, I might have read it, but he said Captain, she said, fish need more space, but water is clear at least. Badeline said, Mick, you know your cichlids, red shoulders too. Come on. Mick knows. Mick's on top of things. But yeah, I thought you guys would find this it seemed like a well put together tank, all things considered. You know, everything was alive and not too beat up. But also it seemed like an expensive tank for a bubble tea place. Now, I just want to know about this arowana. Like, what kind of arowana is this? It's got some crazy orange and stuff in it. I want to know what one it is so I can look up how much it costs. Tyan said, when those angelfish grow up, nobody will be able to move. Oh, it's definitely a little bit crowded. It's definitely a little bit crowded. Mick said, yeah, I know this well. I used to keep and breed them some years ago. I'm an old cichlid nerd. Mick's a real one. What's up? Beto said, ISO peeps. And waved. Can you guys tell me what kind of arowana this is? Pond Puppy says I'm slowly gaining into monster fish. Oh no. Oh no. This might be your dream tank. This might be your dream tank then. Diane said just got some angels. Okay. That's pretty cool. So what are we rating the bubble tea tank out of 42? What are we rating it? Parn said, I think on my F2 albino X-Feral guppy spawn ended up being males. Oh, rip. Rip, rip, rip. Mick said old is 50 plus. I don't think you're old until you're like 70. That's what I think. Badlands says, same here, but we're called fish heads. And then, you know, old is a mentality, right? Either that or it's how, you know, how much your back hurts. And I said you'll have to get into monster tanks too. If I get a monster budget, sure. Yeah. I need a real fish room. That's a bit better set up before I start thinking about that. Diana's laughing 70. That's why I don't really see, you know. I think old the standard has raised up. And did I read already? Badlands said, same here about being an old cichlid nerd, but we're called fish heads. Yeah, fish heads. Parr said, very few tanks can beat a planted / scaped well-stocked monster tank. Yeah, but you got to be able to maintain it. Got to be able to maintain that. And right now, I'm not able to maintain that. Not at all. But I did think it was, you know, the fish look cool. Can't hate on some cool looking fish, no? So let's get into this auction review, man. Let's get into this auction review. Now, if you haven't done this before, I'm going to go on auction.fish. We're going to look at an auction. I'm going to show a lot, and we're going to guess how much it went for. Since auction.fish, it'll let you look at auctions that happen near you. It'll let you see what things sold for. So I'm going to pull up a lot and be like, hey, what do you think that these fish sold for? And then you guys are going to say, oh, I think it sold for XYZ. And then whoever gets it right, you're going to be the GOAT in the chat. We're going to see who gets the most right. Now, if I get it right, well, actually, I can't guess because they have it on where it shows the price, so I can't guess. But if you guys get 5 right, I'm going to have to give some subs probably. So let's try and get 5 right. Let me see. Do I have subs? Do I have subs to gift? I do. So let's see if you guys can get 5 right. Steve said the GOAT. Now, Steve was at the auction or probably auction. Steve, no guessing. Come on, Big Steve. But if you want, you can get in the Discord room with me and you can be our auctioneer. Okay. Let me pull up the auction page real quick. Where is my page? Shit's rolling. I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. I'm pulling this up real quick. Sitting on the dock of the bay, buying fish, yeah. I left my fish in Georgia. Now I'm headed for the Chillin Bay. I got isopods to live for. They all gotta come my way. I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the fish come my way. Alright. You guys ready to guess some lot prices? Now, this auction I think has some good items. If you went, Aquarium Club of Maryland, they had a good lineup. Eric Bodrock talked, and I think they were able to actually pre-order some stuff from him. So we have our first lot coming up. Prepare your guesses. This is going to be something that many in the chat are fans of, are familiar with. An Apisto. Okay. JP said, what's going on? What do you mean, what's going on, JP? Diana said, love it, Nick. Crab said, you can't see your Chrome tab? Yeah, I was hiding it until I got the thing up right. I'm going to have to sing some Cardigan's hit song. I'm losing my favorite game. Come on, Mick. Come on the stream and sing. Steve said, I may have planted a seed today. What do you mean? Mick said, that's a great seed, TVH. It's a great song, TVH. I know. It's been stuck in my head all day. Battleland said, buy a 60-inch ranch here in northern Montana 30 years ago. Came with a 60 by 100 tractor barn that took me 4 years to make it to a real fish room. Damn, that sounds sick. That sounds sick. What's up, Kurt? How's it going? Kurt says hi. What's up, Flash? Flash says, yo, what's up? How many Panduros? Let me get into this. Price, I haven't stayed long, but I got to go to sleep. Y'all, nice stream. Hopefully I won't miss any bettas to roast. Damn, I was going to put my... There's some bettas in here. There's some bettas. All right, this is a lot for a Pistogram Pandora. It's a BAP from Mandy. There's 4. The description says 4 juvenile fish approximately 40 days old. I think the BAP minimum is 30 days. What's up, Lost to Fin America? If you just joined or if you're in the replay, shout out to the replay crew, by the way. You guys, every now and then you guys pop out. Let me know you're there. I know we got some lurkers. We appreciate you. We're guessing how much you think this went for in an auction. This is 4 40-day-old juvenile fish. Panduro. Big Steve says the Panduras were exactly 41 days old, like 1/4 inch. Flash said this is today's auction. If you went, then don't guess, you Flash. You can give us information about the lot, like the condition and stuff, but don't tell us how much it went for. BAP stands for Breeders Award Program, so you get points for submitting fish you bred. What do you guys think this went for? George Ciclidiot gets 40. JP gets 35. Okay, JP gets 35. Let's get like 4 more guesses up in here. What do you think the Epistogramma Panduro went for? 4 juveniles. SVC is guessing 27. By the way, I'm about to take a drink of. This is 4 juveniles, about 1/4 inch. I'm about to take a drink from my coffee. If you have a water, juice, whatever other beverage, raise your glass. I'm about to clink the screen. We can all cheers together. 3, 2, 1, clink. Whew. Parna said, zero idea how many America prices work, but these would be around 180 to 250 here. Wait, let me know what currency do you use again? I'll look up the conversion. Big Steve said Chad made sure to sell them as $6 for the tiny Panduro, $7 for the tiny. Oh, come on, don't put tiny in it when you're auctioning. I mean, then again, it's slightly frowned upon to bring super, super small stuff. I mean, it's a BAP program, but when I submit a fish that's small, which I do often, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of expect the auctioneer to mention repeatedly how tiny they are. Chad's definitely done that to me before. Diane said 32, Mick said 24. Pond Puppy says no clue, I don't know Pistos. Alright. Well, Dwarf Cyclidia, you cannot change your guess. Alright? But it's funny you asked that. I'm wrapping it up here. And the correct answer is the Epistos went for $12. The bidder $852. So no one guessed this one right. Dwarf suspiciously asked last minute to change it to $12. I don't know if it got some inside information, but too late. You guys all guessed way too high. Alright, it's going to be hard for you to get to 5 guesses right. 12 is cheap. Listen, they were small. They were small. You can't sex them. People want Epistos in a pair, I'll be honest. You could give someone 6 Epistos. If they're unsexed, the pair is going to go for more, in my opinion. That's just been my experience. Alright, here is another lot. Pom Puppy says, seems reasonable. I don't think it's that bad. Steve said he was getting a little crazy questioning labels and species. Asked me in a little auction, you sure this is Buse red-bellied sword? I mean, what the... Couple fish, please be here. What the hell... And also, Mick, you have to remember they're like a 1/4 inch. But what the hell is Buse red melon sword? That does sound suspicious. Like, what the hell is that? Is that thing? Buse red melon sword. I've heard of red melon sword. Yo, someone get a couple fish up in here. Okay, we'll get to that lot next. Cause what the hell is Buse red melon sword? Google isn't even turning that up. Let me see. Let me put quotes around the Buse. Yeah, I'm not seeing any. There's literally nothing with Buse and red melon sword together. But okay. Couple fish said just what some seller decided one time of a vibe or nothing. Flash said they're making up names at this point. Did you see that? All right. What do you guys think this lot went for? It's a trio of Chilithernia bleheri. It's a rainbow fish. It says 1 male, 2 females, some Samurai Aquatic, so a reputable seller for sure. If I look them up, I'm going to guess these are probably not... I mean, I don't know how common they are. Let's see. Aqua Imports has them for large in stock for 20 each, unsexed. Imperial has them 2 to 3 inches unsexed for 15, 2 to 3 inches male for 18, and a pair for 30. And Dan's fish is not even worth looking. Sydney's Angels is selling them sub-adults 1.5 inches to 2.5 inches for 18. So, relatively expensive fish. It's a trio of them. What do you guys think this trio of rainbow fish went for? Dorsiclidia is guessing $24. Diana is saying $16. JP's guessing $30. That's some expensive stuff. Mick said, was it Gary Lang selling those? He wasn't at this meeting. This was Samurai Aquatics. Shout out Samurai. 186 said $21. Alright. Alright, we got some reasonable guesses coming through. A 16, a 24, 30, $21. Who else has a guess for how much a trio of rainbow fish went for? Mick said of Gary, people will pay $200. He's a legend. Perhaps. The glaze can be real. Lost to Fin America guessed $38. Come on, guys. You guys haven't gotten one right yet. We're off to a rough start for you. So we need all the guesses we can get. Holy. Yo, we need the prices to go up. Like, can we get Prestige Aquatics in the building? Am I right? Convert to doubloons from Mick. What? I missed that. JP said convert the currency to doubloons from Mick. What the hell? That's funny. JP Jeffrey says 40 rating on the picture. It was a nice picture. Mick said people love odd rainbows. $40. All right. No more guesses. I think I'm gonna close this one out. I hate to say it, but no one got this one right. Although one person was close. The trio of rainbow fish actually indeed went for $25 to bidder 114. $25. So Dwarf Cyclidiate was the closest. You guessed $24. Come on, man. One more dollar, you could have had it. What's going on? So close. All right. Let's do the Buse. If it's on here. Because I need to see a picture of this. All right, we got a picture of the Buse red melon sword. And it's Steve. Steve's the one selling it. Oh, no. Steve's the one that made up the name. Come on, Big Steve. No one. Oh my gosh! I see why Steve is mad now. That Chad questioned the ID in the middle. But okay, let me put a picture of this on the screen. I won't show any bias for Big Steve. Okay. Steve said, I'm not seeing any red melon swords either. I copied the name right off the label. Unfortunately, I threw the label away. I can't guarantee. I just did a bit of name. I'm sure it was on the label. It was a cup from Petco, he said. Oh, man. I mean, maybe they got the good stuff. What's a good beginner rainbow for hard water, Pom Puppy says? I wonder. Please send your suggestions to Pom Puppies if you see that. All right. What do you guys think? JP said that's it. Okay, what do you guys think this piece of Boost went for? All right, it says nice piece when submerged for a month, fully aquatic, no CO2 needed, medium light. Bucephalandra SP red melon sword, paging a couple of fish. Steven Peace. Come on, Steven. Why are you coming to the chat with this? Steven said, yeah, that's not a real Buse name until now. This is a real Buse name. Come on, it's real. This is rare. Steve said it was bigger than that, about 5 inches long. Come on, this is rare. Buse SP desk pet. Buse SP desk pet from Petco. That's okay. That's hilarious. Yo, light on my guy, Big Steve, bro. What are you guys paying for this rare species of Bucephalandra SP red melon sword? What are we paying? Steven P says $6. 186 is $15. Dwarf Cyclidiate said 10. Mick said golden fantastic melon rarest Buse. Come on, man. Steve says 5 inches. These were just the prettiest leaves. Diana says 14. JP says that on the tip of his finger. He just showed the good. There's bigger leaves. He just showed the red melon sword. Vic said, LOL, Steven, until now. Because Steven, he did 2 messages. Yeah, that's not a real Buse name. Until now. It's real now. JP guessed 4. Mick guessed 22. So we're really getting a very wide range of guesses so far. I feel pretty safe as far as having the gift memberships. We got a $15 guess, a $6 guess, a $10 guess, a $14 guess, a $22 guess, and a $4 guess. Do we have 1 or 2 more guesses on what this rare Bucephalandra SP red melon sword went for in the auction? Mick said abuses take time to grow. I agree. I think we need to give Steve his coin. We need to give Steve the coin. I think this abuse is probably worth. It's probably worth $40. No, we never heard of it before. So just think, you grow that, then you're gonna be able to sell it for a lot of money. That's how this works. You know, you get to sell stuff for the big bucks. No, listen. I'm here with you guys. If you like it, I love it, and I know you love big boosts. I like big boosts. Okay, we're doing too much now. Let me calm down. Okay, let's see. SVC guessed $7. All right. The boost, in fact, went for, drum roll please, $5 to bidder 54. The boost, in fact, went to $5. So Big Steve got robbed. You'll never see this again. This is why you go to clubs for the rare shit. Big Steve brought the rare shit, and it was so rare they didn't even know what to do with the Bucephalandra SP Red Melon Sword. So, god damn it. This is why you don't bring nice things to auctions, okay? Now, I hate to say no one guessed it right. Someone guessed $4. Someone guessed $6. Someone even guessed $7. But no one was brave enough to guess $5. So you guys have still gotten 0 correct. But I think the problem is, this is the problem. All right. Let me finish my coffee. Cheers. The problem is, you guys just don't have the knowledge. You know, I can't blame you. You never heard of Bucephalandra SP Red Melon Sword before. It's super rare. I only expect the most nerdy, you know, well-studied individuals to know about that one. So let me bring it down to your level a bit with something that you might actually recognize, okay? I don't want you to have to break out Google, like, what is this thing? You won't be able to find it on there, you know? So how about this? 6 chili raspberries, Ferraris Brigette. You've heard of these, right? Fish and Jay said, is it just me, or is the stream kind of laggy? Well, I'm not dropping any frames on my end, so maybe let me know what kind of laggy you mean, but I don't have any indicators on my end about it being laggy. What do you guys think is 6 chili raspberries going for in this auction? Now, chili raspberry, if we were to buy it, okay, if we were to buy some chili raspberries, let's see what they're in stock for. Well, the biggest issue is finding them in stock. PetSmart selling them for $4. This place was selling 3 for $20. That's actually ridiculous. Man, they're like not in stock anywhere. Okay, Aquahuna was selling them for $3.50 each. They're really not expensive fish, but they are often out of stock fish. So what do you guys think 6 of them went for? Stephen P said I'm going to buy it and rename it Green Wavy again. Mick said no lag from me. Let me know if anyone else has lag, but it looks like Fish NJ could just be you. Try refreshing. George Cyclidia is guessing $32 for the 6 chili raspberries. JP's guessing $25. 186 is guessing $35. Stephen P's guessing $18 for the 6 chili raspberries. Man. Do you not see how red this fish is? You should be wanting to pay $1,800. Now, if this fish was new and came out, I'd pay $50 for it potentially over the gourami. This is on my list. I need to breed these eventually. Diets are cheap, but it's hard to find. They should make them more expensive. I'll be honest. Maybe I'm evil, but if I was Brigadier Chiller, I just price them higher. They sell out every time, and they're always out of stock. So why don't you just make them expensive enough so only the people that really want them buy them? Like $10 each. Come on. Let's CPD prices. Let's really tax these nerds. Big C said the Pogestemon Yadabenus was there again, looking like Bacopa. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I think we've identified that. That's not. Whatever. Mick said endangered in nature. Some say over here. Oh, interesting. All right, what do you guys think? 6 chili raspberries. We have a 35 guess, 32, 25, 32, 18, 24, a $12 guess. No one's guessed correctly yet. Do we have one or two more guesses on what the 6 chili raspberry went for? I'll give you another 10 seconds, but I'm getting concerned because you haven't gotten anything right yet. I'm putting up something you know. We're going to have to do the CPDs next. There are CPDs in here, and that might be the only fish you guys will recognize and be able to price correctly, you know? Okay, Mick guessed 18. Mick has now guessed. Diana guessed against at 41. Mick's guess, so I'm now allowed to show the correct answer. The 6 chili raspberries, in fact, went for $30 to bidder 921. $30 for 6 chili raspberry. If we do the math, whoops, not like that. If we do the math, that's about $5 each. Yep. Dwarf Euclidean said close again. Come on, man. Close again, but no cigar, as they say. All right, let's try the CPDs next. We need to get a correct answer from you people. This is getting sad. Diana said my first guess was closer. Hey, this is what happens when you second guess yourself. Mick said, okay, good to see people rate them. Well, prepare yourself, because this next lot that we will be guessing is going to be... I lost my thing. So this next lot is going to be Celestial Pearl Danios, and it's 7 of them. 7 Celestial Pearl Danios. Flash that I should have bid on it. Yeah, you should have. So this is a fish everyone knows, everyone loves. You know what they cost. What are you thinking people at this auction paid for 7 Celestial Pearl Danios? Some places sell them for as much as $10 to $12 each. More commonly, they're like $8 to $9 each. So retail, we're looking at like $60, $50, $60 retail for these. But this ain't real retail. This is an auction. Things can go higher than they should. Things can go lower than they should. What do you think 7 CPDs went for? Diana is coming out with a $28 guess. Wait, did I show the price by accident? Because Mick said, I'm going to be honest, 40 it said. Did I show the price of it? Oh my god. Well, Mick said you showed it? God damn it. Alright, fine. I'll kill the suspense. It was $40. It was $40. Damn it. It was $40. I'll tell the truth. But because Mick was honest that he saw it, I'm going to reward the honesty. Steven said I wasn't going to say anything. See, that's wrong. But because Mick was honest, I'll reward the honesty by giving you guys a point. You guys get 1 point. You're trying to get to 5. You get 1 point only because Mick was honest. But yes, the 7 CPDs did go for $40, which ain't bad. It ain't bad. It's a good deal. The seller still gets some money. Why not? Now I'm gonna put up the thing that Steven cannot get correct. Okay, Steven won't know what to do with this. He really won't. So we should be safe. I'm not gonna show the correct answer. Dwarf Euclidean said we did it. Oh my gosh. What do you guys think 15 plus Armadillium, Kluge, Montenegro, Clown isopods went for? 50 plus isopods. They're up on the screen. What do you think they went for in this auction? Now, I will tell you the retail price of them. The retail price, 10 can go for $35. I see on one site. World of Isopods is 10 for $35, so that seems to be around the price retail. Stevens P said, "Wait, I get to piggyback off of Mikim's Honesty?" Yes, you do. I hate to say it, but everyone's piggybacking off of Big's Honesty. Flash's Fish Tank said, "Robbed." Who was robbed? Fish and J said 47 for the isopods. JP says 10. Fish and J said it should be 10. These fish suck. Steven P said 12. Yo, I hope I get a bunch of Ember Bees, man. That's an expensive isopod. I saw some guy trying to sell 10 of them for $300 on Facebook. That's crazy. I think they're like $150 to at most for 10 of them. Mick said 65. Those are awesome. Dwarf Cyclidia said 35. Diana said 32. Yo, shout out to Diana. By the way, I just want to say to all the people that are members of my channel, I've said since I had the ability to get members, I said I'm going to do absolutely nothing to incentivize the membership because I don't want people to be tempted to subscribe unless they really just want to support and have the means to do so. That being said, I do want to do some stuff for members coming up soon. But I just want to say I appreciate you guys. There's like enough people that are members that it really helps with some fish cost stuff. And, you know, thank you. I'm trying to put it all back into this. Hopefully we'll JP keeps asking for a giveaway stream. We're going to do I think 1 month soon we'll do a giveaway stream with the money from the memberships. JP said, "How do they hold still to be painted like that?" No, that's just how they are. Fish and J guessed 35. You guessed like 3 times. All right. So, the isopods, in fact, went for $20 to bidder 146. So I'm not seeing any 20s. Mick is carrying with his honesty. This is starting to get a little bit sad. I'm not gonna lie, starting to get a little bit sad. They went for $20. Diane said your channel is fun and informative. I really appreciate that. No. Every time someone says something like that, it does encourage me a good bit. And I wanna keep things going. Hopefully we'll be seeing a lot more streams and some videos soon. All right, this next one is guaranteed to stump everyone. I don't think a single person is gonna guess it right, but I'm gonna throw it up on the screen anyway because I'm just that kind of guy. But you have one right. You guys are trying to get 5 right, and you only have 1, and that was technically just because Mick was honest. And I granted you 1 point out of pity. So up next, we have 3 Apistodorus Raimundi, 3 of them. So without even looking, you know it's Saburai because he always does the Corys in 3s for whatever reason. 3 of them, Serera Bulldog Cory, locally bred Apistodorus Raimundi, not the red. And if I look up what they cost retail, Wet Spot is Wet Spot had 1 for $20. Okay, let's find someone that's real. Saburai himself sells them for 3. He sells them for $22 for 3 of them. Okay, so I'll go off the price of the person selling them. Although Aqua Imports had them listed at 1.1 for $18. Seems crazy. These are locally bred. I think Carrie breeds them. I know Val was bringing them around at some points. What do you guys think 3 Aspidorus Raimundi went for? Parna said they're native here. They go to 3 to 6 each here. Oh, wow. Okay, we got to do a beta soon for Parna. I forgot you're trying to go to sleep. George Cyclidia said only 3. I said, wow, I wish I was on that one. Diana's guessing 17. 186 is guessing 45. George Cyclidia is guessing 15. JP is guessing 30. Partner said all mine were wild car F1. Stephen P said $15 as a guess. Mick said buy one and start breeding. I should have bought them. They're in the auctions all the time. If I was there today, I would have probably bid on them. I would have. I need to get my Hastadas to a bigger tank because I think they're a really good passive breeding project, although you can collect the eggs off the side of the glass too. The Hastadas. But I think if I put them in a bigger tank, I'd get so many of them because they breed a lot when I feed them worms. Partner said they're the easiest fish to breed, not gonna lie. They're super fun to own. How you been breeding them? Fish NJ guessed $8. Alright, so our highest guess right now is 45, and our lowest guess is 8. Anyone else have a guess for the 3 miniature apistadores? Okay, one of the most rambunctious and mini Cory type catfish out there that people seem to enjoy quite a bit. Any other guesses? Because no one has guessed the correct answer so far. I'm just gonna be honest. Partner said I've done nothing to breed them. They wake up, get jiggy, and lay eggs for 5 days straight. Alright, well, we love a fish that gets jiggy. We do. And we're going to do a betta next. Partner said collected around 70 last time, and they're all growing now. Wow. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. Well, I'm going to give 20 seconds. You have 20 seconds to guess. Because no one's guessed correctly, so that's why I'm doing this. Mick guessed 25, so technically I could end it. I'm going to do a countdown, okay? 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 5, 4. Diana guessed 23, 3, 2, 2.5, 2 3/4. All right, the 3 Aspidorus raimundi actually went in this auction. This is kind of crazy. They went for $6. $6 to bidder 992. This is a steal. There was another lot of 3 that went for $12. So you could have gotten 6 for $18 at this auction. That's a pretty good deal, I'm not gonna lie. That's a pretty good deal. Wait, Partner said, wait a second, I said $6. Wait, did Partner say 6? No, you said they go for 3 to 6. That a range doesn't count. You did not submit an official guess of 6. Okay? Come on. Yeah, Partner said, shh. Yeah, that's right. Nice try. I said, wow. George Clay said, well, yeah, it's a pretty big steal. I will say they've been in the auction at ACM a few times, so I think a lot of people have gotten them from there already. That would be my guess as to why it's so cheap, but you never know. Stephen P said, geez, yeah. Steven is a pessimistic guesser, too. He's been guessing low, in my opinion, on a lot of these. He guessed 15 for this. Even that wasn't low enough. It was less than half of it. So, now, I got 2 betta lots to do. One is kind of a meme, and one is less of a meme. Which one do you want me to do? And I'll pretend like I'm going to listen to your opinions. Stephen P said too cheap. I agree. Partner says the Sierra localities suck a lot. IMO, the localities around here are much nicer. I wish. Dwarf Cyclidia said meme, and Partner said less of a meme. I don't know what to do. Do I go with meme or less of a meme? I don't know. There's more than one bet a lot. I'll do them right after each other so we can get practice. Okay. So how about this? What do you guys think? And this is the picture of the exact item the description says. What do you think this Betta Splendens went for in this auction? Someone submitted this for auction. It says it's from SWA. I don't know who that is. It could be Small. I don't know if Small World Aquatics actually went, so I'm not going to say that was them. But their name is SWA. Partner said, Jesus Christ. Parta said, I breed mustard bettas, so this is right up my alley. Stephen P guessed $5. Diana guessed $9. What do you think this singular betta splendens pictured went for in the auction? Come on, JP said night. JP. Parta said her form isn't that bad, but it's bad, yeah. Steve said Small World was there. Okay, so was this from Small World potentially? I don't know if I've seen them selling betta splendens, really. I'm putting this on the screen just because JP, you're wrong for this. JP said, "Ooh, nice." Then immediately guessed $3 right afterward. Come on, man. What's wrong with you? You're so messed up. He's like, "Ooh, nice." He gonna take this betta home and feed it straight to the turtles immediately. Parr said it's higher than $5 is a scam. Parna said, very stressed out from the sorority. Diana said, what happened to its tail? I would say that the other bettas, it looks like it's with a bunch of other bettas, potentially female bettas. Now, Parna got mad at me because I did have my betta machiensis together. I will say at the very least, none of my betta machiensis have any tail damage, although I did start separating them out. You'll be happy to hear. I did start separating them out. I think there's only 3 together now that I need to move. I was pairing them up. Parna said, do they have stress stripes though? Also, yes, I'm happy to hear. I don't think I see any stress stripes, but I was gonna put them on camera today. We'll see if I can do that. At least the one male. I have a pair in a 5-gallon that's got a bunch of plants and stuff in it. I gotta set up another one. JP Jeffries says, does it come in a cup or a bag? I assume they come in a bag. Wait, George Seclidia gets $20. What the hell is going on? Wait, I didn't probably register that. Diana said, Nick, is yours the mouth brooder? I have, not that one. The Betta Rubra I have are mouth brooders. I have got a bunch of fry from them. And then I have Betta Albomarginata, which are mouth brooders. Parna said, if you're not careful, it's possible the male can kill the females after spawn. Yep, I'm checking to see if they spawned every day. And yes, they are bubble nesters, the Machiensis. All right, so this betta, in fact, we're gonna get the reveal on the price here, and I'm gonna say, someone actually got it right. You know, someone actually got it right. I'm not really happy about it. Who got it right, but credit where credit's due. The Betta Splendens, in fact, went for $5. The bidder 992, and the person that got it right would actually be Stephen P. 2003. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm not happy about it, but you guys got 2 points now, officially. 2 points. But I have another betta. There's no way that you would possibly get 2 bettas right in a row. I have actually 2 more bettas. We're going to do 3 bettas in a row because Parner was staying up for this. I got another betta. We have a photo of the exact item, and I want to see if we can get a repeat. Correct. You guys got 2 points. You're trying to get to 5. Parna said LMAO. JP said W. Steven. Captain said so low. Parna said we're buyers of pet to nurture the health. This is a female betta, parentheses, black. How much do you think this black betta went for? That sounds so wrong. This black betta. Jessica is a $9. CMP says 7. Oh, Steven's trying to get a repeat. Let's see. Captain says 25. Do you think, first, before you guess, you have to ask yourself, do I think this went for more or less than the last one? Now, if I were guessing, this looks way better than the last betta. I'll say that. Parna said higher than 5 is a scam. That is not a nice female. It looks nice to me. Yo, the betta elitist, man. See, this is why You're gonna be I didn't even go over it, but this is why the beta Reddit is going through a rebrand right now. Did you guys see this? We have one of the people in the chat right now that are responsible for what's going down in the betta fish subreddit. I'm not gonna lie. We have the elitist in the chat. Oh my goodness. I actually can't believe this. I mean, I can believe this, but you know. What do you think this black betta went for? More than $5? This is what I was looking for. So, Parna, I just want to see what you've created, okay? Parna said betta Reddit has already sucked. CMP, those bids are all over the place. Probably depends on time of day. Man, this is actually... how late did this auction go? I'm looking at the time. This was... I would say, the auctions go up and down for sure. I need to look at the time on the Aspidoris was actually not that late. The ones I went for 6, it was 2:51, which isn't really that late. This betta actually went a lot later. This betta lot ended at 5 p.m. The Aspidoris was at 2:50 p.m. What do you think this betta went for? But Parna, you're responsible for this. The betta fish subreddit is going through a new transformation. The mod posted and said, "We need to talk about our subreddit culture. Our community is toxic. There's no other way I can think of to describe what's been happening. Even worse, this reputation extends beyond our immediate community into other subreddits and even other platforms. People are afraid of us. I'm going to take some ownership of this. The harsh reputation of the subreddit far precedes me as a mod, but in recent years, our hard-fought progress on this front has been lost. That's on me. The lack of consistent moderation has let rules 1 and 2 go under-enforced for too long, allowing hostility to take root as the norm. The adversarial and unwelcoming environment we've collectively created functions in direct opposition to our subreddit goals and frankly what I believe to be the goals of many users here. If we care about betta fish first and foremost, this culture needs to change." So, anyways, it's a long post, but I'm glad they finally realized betta fish people have been the worst. Holy. They're definitely toxic. Captain said, "I assume too long of fins is desirable for the inhumane breeders." JP said, "Betta master" in the chat. Parna said, "I can make analysis of her later." Okay. Stephen P said, "Betta communities are a great place to learn about bettas if you want to witness the level of petty arguments where even 90-year-old club members like, damn." In My Tank said, "We need a guest stream with Parna Bensis." Yeah, we mentioned that before. I think it's in the brains of people that we want it to happen. Fish and J guess 8. Just let me know, Parna. We can do a better stream whenever you want. All right, so we have a guess a 9, a guess a 20, a guess a 4, 7, 25, 5, 14, 12, and 8. And I'm going to have to say, no one got it right, but Diana was one guess off because this female black betta, in fact, went for $14. Sorry, not 14. Sorry, $15. Diana guessed 14. It went for $15 to bidder 341. Okay, 341. Now, you have one more chance to get the betta guess correct. One more chance, because I can't be doing bettas all night. But you stayed up for this. So we're going to go with this. This is going to be for a betta machiensis pair +2. Photo coming up on the screen. It is a photo from the internet, but I actually have bettas from Big Steve. So I can say this is exactly what they look like. For the this is what the bettas I have look like for the most part. I don't know if the spine and stuff, I don't know any of the details, but in general, this is what they look like. The description says, "One definite pair plus a suspected pair. Bred and raised by me. OG stock came from Blackwater Aquatics. Bubble nester." What do you guys think? Makai, I can't judge a true Mahakai. Are they wild? They have no standards. They're wild. They have no standards. Yeah, I think it's a wild type. My English pronunciation is not great, and I can't go on camera, so I'm hesitant on guest stream. Hey, whatever you're comfortable with. No pressure. What do you guys think this pair plus another suspected pair went for? Captain's guessing 28. Torciclidia is guessing 29. Partner's guessing 50. DP's guessing 35. JP's guessing 15. Come on, Steven. You're the only one that's gotten a better guess right. Got another guess in there? Or... Come on. Diane says 37. Mick says 42. Stephen P's guessing 30. All right. People are definitely getting in here. They're getting in here with the guesses. You believe in these bettors a little bit more than some of the previous ones. I can definitely tell that. Well, I'll give it one more second, and then we'll reveal the price. We'll see if anyone got these bettors correct. The picture at least looks like true Mahakai, but without seeing the actual lot, I'd be hesitant they're hybrids. I feel like when Steve showed me the original thing he bought them from, I feel like they were hybrids, but I'd have to have Big Steve chime in to confirm. Steven said that's the first beta I'd bid on. Now, for me, for this kind of beta, I personally wouldn't care that much if it was a hybrid or not, just because, I don't know. It looks so much like a standard beta to me. Like a, the typical. I'm used to like the Rubra, the Alba Marginata. This to me looks so beta. I'd be like, it doesn't look wild to me, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't look wild to me, even if it is a wild type beta. Parna said hybrids are bad for a few reasons, which I'm too lazy to type right now. Stephen P said I had an alien beta, enjoyed it, but didn't live more than 18 nom. How did you misspell bunts as Nomm? Yo, Steven is typing with his toes right now. What's going on? He's typing with his toes. He said keyboard stroke. Boy. All right. The pair plus suspected pair of Beta Machiensis, in fact, went for $20 to Capital Exotics Fish Jonathan. Jonathan snatched this one up. $20. That's a pretty nice. That's a pretty good price. That's an affordable price. No one guessed that. Trorsaclatus said bargain. Maven said, hey, I'm selling those. There you go. Okay. You guys are not doing so hot. I'm about to bring it down to your level. Okay. I have to bring it down to your level. Something I think you can actually guess. I don't mean to be patronizing. I'm just trying to help you guys out. I'm trying to help you guys out. So, how about we do some live bearers? I feel like you guys can handle that. You know what a live bearer is. Dwarciclidia said, is this going to be one of those auctions where ram swords go for $15? That's hilarious. A lady from my club is selling pairs of Beta Macrostoma for $50. Is that good? Are you serious? Yo, retail those like $200, $300. I would buy that immediately. No hesitation. All right. You guys can handle some light bearers, so let's do a few. What do you think 7 juvenile painted sword tails went for? 7 juvenile painted sword tails. Macrostoma for $50 is really nice. If it's just someone from your club that's local, I could believe it. So what do you think? 7 juvenile painted sword tails. DP's guessing 25. Trorsiclidia is guessing 7. Steve said, I'll take every pair she has. Maven's guessing 5. JP's guessing 12. 186 is going to be 21. Captain said, I've lost faith in fish auctions. I'm guessing 12. Diana's guessing 13. Come on. What do you guys think? 7 juvenile painted swordtails from Chad. 8. It's got to be good. It's got to be good. This is it's a nice little, you know, it's a nice little swordtail group. They're painted. Paintings are nice. Painted fish must be nice as well. If a painting is nice, then a fish that is painted must also be nice, but not literally painted, because it was born this way. You know, some Lady Gaga shit. So that makes it even nicer. Are you guys following what I'm saying? Are you following what I'm saying here? All right, just want to check in. Parna said, I'm willing to do a guest stream, but do keep in mind I do know a decent bit and learned it from very accomplished mentors, but I'm not that big of an expert compared to people like Jope or Terrace and Betta. I mean, we're all hobbyists here. We learn from each other what we do know. You don't have to be an expert. I could bring someone on stream. They're not necessarily an expert, but they still had experiences that they've learned from. We could talk about it. You definitely know a lot, though, so I think it would be interesting. Maybe said that was what I would pay if I had to buy them, $5. George Cletus said, I'm trying. All right, anyone got a guess for the 7 juvenile painted swordtails? I'm about to pull up the correct answer on the screen. Because the 7 juvenile painted swordtails, and Parna guessed 15. The 7 juvenile painted swordtails, in fact, went for $25 to bidder 852. So DP Exotics actually got it right. You guys are up to 3 correct guesses. It took a bit of getting, but you got here. Now, do you want me to do another live bearer, or do you want me to move on? I can do another live bearer, or I can do some shrimp. You guys decide what you want to do next. You're up to 3. How much do you believe in yourself? That's what I want to know. How much do you believe in yourself? WDP Exotics, JP said. Yep. DP Exotics said do it. I think you meant do another live bearer. Do live bearers and shrimp. The shrimp are always impossible. That's true. You guys, have you guys ever gotten a shrimp guess right? Captain said, give me $25 snails. I don't think there are any snails worth anything in this auction. I don't think well, there's one bladder snail lot. We could do that, but I think we'd be better off guessing rainbows and guppies. George Clay said, I don't think we have. All right, let's do another live bearer, then we'll do a shrimp. Okay. This is a trio of pink grass guppies. That's what they're calling them. No idea if that's a real thing or not, but we have a picture provided. Okay. George Clay said it'll be like 10 blue neo, $60. Yeah, then it'll be like SSS grade crystal shrimp, $10. What do you guys think? 3 pink grass guppies went for a trio, as pictured. There was 2 lots. I picked the lot that was the highest. CMP said blue neos will go for $30 and Taiwan bees $2. Yes. The shrimp game in auctions is treacherous. What do you guys think? 186 is guessing $12. First one to guess on the guppies. First brave soul. $12. Diana's guessing 14. Captain's guessing 16. Okay, we're getting the guesses coming in here. You guys are excited to guess on the guppies. You're like, yes, I'm familiar with this. All right, what other guesses we got here? Toonie Loon, what's up, Toonie Loon? Guessing 42. I keep forgetting Toonie Loon. Were you at this auction? I have a hard time connecting usernames to people sometimes. I thought Toonie Loon went to these. George Ciclia said agreed, Mick. Mick said 65 guppy people are weird. I don't feel like they're the weirdest, though. George Ciclia guess 35. DP said those look good. I guess 30. JP guessed $2. Oh my god, JP. He's thinking of turtle food right now. Come on. $2, JP. That's just wrong. That is so wrong. Toonie Loon said I wasn't at this one. Alright. $42. That's an informed guess then. That's an informed guess, not this one. But you know the vibes. Alright. Well. The trio of pink grass guppies, in fact, went for... Drum roll, please. I said drum roll, please. Can we get the drum roll? $16. The bidder 21. That means Captain's Critters actually got this one right. You guys are up to 4 correct. Great work. Great work. I never thought we'd see the day. W Captain. Now, I have to be honest. I can't have you guys hitting 5 correct. So I'm going to hit you with the curveball. JP said rip off big time. Everyone's very excited. Yay, Captain Critters. Diana said, Mick said WWW Captain Critters. So what do you guys think? We're doing the shrimp. Can we hit the 5 correct? 10 wild type Neocaridina as pictured. What do you guys think? 10 wild type shrimp. We're talking brown, clear. What do you think they went for in this auction? 10 wild type. Put your guesses in the chat. This is for the big 5. George Ciclidian said this guy's trolling us. DB said, I wasn't sure a guy local to me sold a pair of guppies for $5,000 back in the day. God damn. Captain said, was the red one included? I don't know, but it's not the focus of this photo, so guess at your own risk. George Ciclidian guessed $5. JP guessed $6. I've seen a bag of 10 go for $30 before. I think that was at a PVAS all day. It was like, they were going for like 20 to 30. JP said $6. That said 8. Captain said $17. DP Exotic says 2.5. Man, you guys don't think anyone wants to pay for these wild type shrimp? Look how beautiful they are. Look at that line on the back of this one. Oh, holy. That don't get you geeked up. Mick is guessing $35. I mean, Mick's guessed, so I could officially go with it. I mean, come on. Anyone else got some guesses out there for the wild type shrimp? 10 of them. 186 is guessing $14. We're starting to get a little bit of a range in here. Our highest guess is Mick with $35, and our lowest guess is George Ciclidian with $5. George Ciclidian notes that they look like mome. Wow. Not a big fan of these shrimp. JP says they're pest shrimp. My goodness. Pest shrimp. You guys are talking so much trash. You really are. These are some nice looking shrimp. DP said they actually look cool, but I feel like you could be messing with us and it'd be $1. Oh, man. Why does everyone think I'm trolling you guys? I would never troll you guys. I care. Do you not hear me when I talked about how much I appreciate your support and all and the members? You know, you make this all possible. You make it all possible. Oh, why would I sit here and troll the people that support and appreciate me the most? It just wouldn't be right. Sorry, I'm just so passionate. Okay. let me get into this real quick. So DP Exotic said, but you flip shit to people you love, at least I roast them. All right. So the 10 wild type Neocaridina shrimp, in fact, went for $12. The bidder 23. $12 the bidder 23. The closest guess was 186 with $14. But no one else guessed correctly. So your streak of being terrible at guessing the shrimp prices continue. It continues. I'm sorry. I hate to be the one to bring this, but I have another chance of redemption, okay? I'll give you another chance at 5. It's getting late, but I want to give you guys, a chance. So how about this? Can you guys get 5 correct? Someone mentioned snails. I got an excellent... I actually saw some of these on my trip. We have a lot of the Virginia river snail, Elamia virginica. The description says a BAP. Someone BAP these. It says a freshwater snail native to Maryland and Virginia. It will not overpopulate your tank. You need a male and female to reproduce. They're a live bearer snail. They must graze on biofilm. Put them in an established tank. The quantity is 4. What do you guys think the 4 Virginia river snails went for in this auction? George Leclerc said, yes, the ever familiar Virginia river snail. JP said, I need a membership for the upcoming member stream. You do. There will be a member stream for sure. Captain's guessing 24. You called those shrimp pest strips. I mean, you just go outside and get this. People say that about isopods too, though. 186 says $2. Mix says $7. JP says 99 cents. Trustclay says $6. What do you guys think? Virginia river snail. Cool little MTS looking snail. Although supposedly won't overpopulate. DP Exotic says watch some crazy ass bid 25. Diana says 13. Is that your official guess, DP, or are you just pontificating on possibilities? Right now, our lowest guess is JP with 99 cents. And our highest official guess is Captain's Critters with $24. So, do you find yourself within that range? If you have a guess in your head, put it in the chat. Perhaps you think it should go higher. Now, the minimum bid is usually $2, so I don't think it'll be 99 cents. DP says 25 is my guess because someone might say it's rare. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's rare. Rare. If you know. I'll go with that. All right. Any last guesses? I'm trying to give you guys a chance to hit 5 before I get off stream, but I'm starting to think it's not going to happen. Trorsiclia said maybe rare for a reason. I don't know. Well, I'm about to reveal the price. DP said they might say they're the only person in the country with it. Well, the Virginia river snails, in fact, went for $7. The bidder 105. And the crazy thing is, Mick guessed $7. So you guys got 5 correct. Congratulations to you and to Mick. GG. And I shall proceed with the membership gifting commencing. And let's see who gets the 5 gifted. Oh shit. Oh come on. Oh come on. That's crazy. So gifted memberships, Toonie Loon got a gifted membership. JP Jeffries got a gifted membership. Sutton Road Aquatics got one. Super Bonnie 01 got one, and Carl Grimes 2512 got one. And just cause I can, we'll send another 5. Now let's see who got these 5. Paul Streen got one. VX2000 got one. Conrad Z80 got one. Glitch 2615 got one, and I am Dustin Belt got one. I don't know any of those people, so shit, that was almost like a waste. JP said member stream tomorrow, right? No, I'm with DP said gotta confiscate JP's membership. I agree. Now, if you guys are curious, before I hop off, I'll just real quickly go through some of the items on the stream. From this auction and what they went for, just so you can see more of them. I'll just read out a few things. So we had some Cubaris Marina Glacier. 15 of them. Those went for $16. Okay. We had some Black Mollies. 5 of them. Those went for $8. We had some Balloon Mollies. Those went for like 7 and less. All these plants are going for nothing. 12 Yellow King Kong Shrimp. Those went for $20. 6 Yellow King Kong Shrimp. Those went for $10. Guppy Grass, we have a lot for 4, a lot for 2, a lot for 4, a lot for 6. 3 Stir-By Cories went for $3. And hey, Dwarf Cyclidiate got a membership. Welcome to the front of the pods. Thank you, Dwarf Cyclidiate, very much. Now I really gotta do a membership stream. The pressure's on. Price, I gotta go. Fun stream. Good night, y'all. Hashtag hardest working fish streamer. You already know hardest working. Let's go. Hardest working fish stream. Because it's not just me. We're all working on this. We got an L33 Gold King Tiger Pleco that went for $20. We got a pair of Kalitawa that went for $24. JP's a lifetime membership, right? Hilarious. Now, one lot of the Aspidoras Mundi actually went for $15. The other one went for $6. The lot that went for $15 was actually later in the day than the first one. It's kind of funny. 10-gallon tank metal stand went for $15. That's not bad. A BAP of Red Galaxy Fishbone Pinto Caradinas went for $10. Jesus. Were they small or did they look terrible? That seems cheap, right? Am I the only one that think that seems cheap? Back to Nature Guide to Nano Aquaria went for $6. The book. Purple Waffle Plant 5 F1 Amano Shrimp from Andrew went for $20. George Seclidus said that's quite cheap. Yeah. L306 Blood Red Tiger Pleco. Approximately 2 inches went for $70. That seems pretty good. As far as that went for a lot. 3 Orange Venezuelan Cories went for $25. Okay, I'm not understanding. Why are all the other Cories going so cheap? Longfin and Blue Eye Lemon Bristle Nose went for $26. Just one of them. 3 Synodontis Petricola went for USA bred. 3 of them went for $15. And another 3 went for $15. God damn, that seems cheap. 3 dark spotted bulldog cories. So Apistodorus fuscagatus. Went for $15. You could have gotten 6 for 30. How much did he sell for? That seems also quite affordable. I feel like all the Apistadors cost something. Yeah. Aqua Imports was selling them for 25 each, but they're out of stock now. So I don't know what they would actually charge for them now. Tristan was selling them for 17 each. Someone was selling them on AquaSwap a year ago for 12. Yeah, 3 for 15 seems like a steal. 3 peppered cories for 10. Short fin bristle nose for 14. 2 lots of that for 14. 1 long fin bristle nose for 30. 1 long fin bristle nose for 25. 1 L33 King Tiger Fleco for 50. Pistogramma Cockatoides Orange Flash, 3 of them unsexed. Went for $8. Huh. Yeah, there's some steals going on here. Green Water Culture, $5. Seeing the Buse SP Red Melon is killing me. Tiger Platies, those one for 18. Hey, Nanochroma's getting some love. Nanochroma's Transvestitis 5-pack unsexed, one for $40. Not bad. Red Neocaridina, 8 of them for 14. Aphysemium bivitanum Funge from Big Steve, 4 of them. Went for 20. It's not bad. 5 Yazakura Gold Medaka Rice Fish. Went for 35. Not my thing, but pretty good. Duplicaris Cories. 3 of them from Small World Aquatics. Went for $20. It's not too bad. That has a more expensive Cory. Longfin Super Red went for 26, and another Longfin Super Red went for 26. It's not bad at all. Alright, we got BAPs, CPDs, plants, Reverse Trio Flame Tetra. Reverse Trio of Tetras went for $10. Okay. BAP Knife Liber. 4 of them went for $9. That's a cool fish. BAP Procelia Dominensis Rio Jama. 4 of them went for $10. Huh. Okay. Libers. Tiny Terrarium went for $26. Damn. Double 20-gallon high tank stand, $17. Akatsuki Terrarium / Paludarium went for $26. Para-Aphysemium Austral Orange went for $18. Phytopanchex Crescensi Taqui Reverse Trio went for $45. Redroot Floaters went for $6. Yeah. Some good wins in here. Definitely some good pickups happening. But alright guys, congratulations on hitting your 5 minimum. It was a little bit of a struggle. Took a bit to get there. But you did it. Alright? I'm proud of you. JP said cattails. I didn't see it, but I wouldn't be surprised. I'm going to jump off. It was a good stream. Good catching up with everyone. Glad to see Captain in the chat. Glad to have Parna in the chat. Shout out to everyone that stopped by. Appreciate the lurkers. Dwarf Euclidiate. Stephen P. Parna holding it down in the chat. Of course, Diana. Been holding it down. JP. Mick. Fishhead in residence in the chat. Of course, Captain's Critters. DP Exotics. Appreciate you coming through. Holding it down. Chatting it up. Fish NJ. Hope the stream got less laggy for you. I hope it got less laggy for you. Miles Maven stopped by. Big Steve 186. Appreciate the support. as always. Let's see who else we got up in here. Who else? Toonie Loon, appreciate you coming through. You put at least one guest in there. Come on, let's go. I think you got the gifted. And JP says, thanks for the stream, everyone. That's as far up as my thing went. I know Jacob was here at the start, but if I didn't say your name, I'm just saying what I saw when I scrolled up. But I appreciate you regardless. And it's been a good time. Let's get some rest. Let's recharge so we can come back, be at it another day. If you're lurking and you still feel like contributing, leave a comment. Just because you're not here live doesn't mean you can't, add to the conversation. If you got anything to comment on as you're watching, just comment as you watch it along. Or don't, we know you're there either way. And I'm going to just get the heck out of here because I got to get some sleep. I got to pack these orders. And I appreciate you all. And with that, this has been In My Tanks. And I am out.